you so much. Thank you so much. This feels so good. Oh my God. I think I will like to take this moment कि ये जो standing ovation I know this happens because of just not because I killed. Off stage बहुत लोगों ने kill किया है. That's why this happened and I want to bring all the people. और भी बहुत लोग हैं but आज हमारे पास जो है जिन्होंने बहुत ज़्यादा kill किया है from everything. So please welcome all the HODs of the show. Please come on stage. Manish, Karan, Snehi, please come. Dev Jyoti, Yash on sounds, guys. Yes, Balraj Ghai, live consultant. Yeah, Shiven, अपने show के producer. Please be seated. Please be seated. So, Anuj, जिन्होंने शो एडिट किया है, Anuj. And Vignesh was EP on the show. Vignesh. So yeah, please be seated. So guys, मैं इसलिए ये पैनल डिस्कशन रखने वाला हूँ क्योंकि ये शो हमने बहुत ही वियर्ड टाइम्स में किया है जब पैंडेमिक का थर्ड वेव पीक पे था. तो इट वॉज वेरी हार्ड टू लाइक हमने कैसे पुल ऑफ किया हमें ही पता है और हम सबके पास छोटे छोटे कुछ एनेक्डोट्स हैं विच वी वुड लाइक टू शेयर है ना. अप्रिशिएट एज अ कॉमिक आई फील कि हम लोग हमेशा नेक्स्ट अकॉम्प्लिशमेंट के ऊपर भागते रहते हैं कि नेक्स्ट क्या है, नेक्स्ट बड़ा क्या है. वी डोंट लिव द मोमेंट कि आज हमने क्या किया है. सो दिस इज़ वेरी स्पेशल फॉर अस क्योंकि वी वॉन्ट टू इन्जॉय दिस, वी वॉन्ट टू रिलिश दिस. जो हमने काम किया है इट्स वेरी वेरी टफ वर्क, वेरी हरगोलियन वर्क जैसा करण कहते रहते हैं हर टाइम. एंड व्हेन वी अचीव्ड इट, एक हफ्ते पहले सिंक इन हुआ है कि ओके हमने क्या अचीव किया है. इट्स रियली स्पेशल एंड वी शुड सेलिब्रेट इट. तो इट्स अ सेलिब्रेशन विद द people who I like, the vibe that I want. So yeah, this is the best profession ever. Yeah, nobody, no, मुझे नहीं समझ इतना अच्छा vibe था यार शूट के दिन पे. Like everybody, industry's best people are here and they want you to do good. That's insane. So I really like the vibe of the show. I really liked everything and this is like we are retiring on a high. So let's hope the show will do good. So इधर से start करते हैं. Karan, please introduce yourself and I will be. करण जैसा कि आप सबको पता है इन्होंने बहुत सारे स्पेशल डायरेक्ट किए हैं. अगर अमित टंडन का स्पेशल आ रहा है अमेजोन पे तो ये हैट्रिक होने वाला है इनका. So yeah.
Thank you. I'm Karan. I directed the special and I think I'll take some time to bring out what I feel. Yeah, it's been like such an overwhelming reaction. So just very happy for the show and for you mostly. I'll come back to you.
All right. Guys, देव ज्योति साहब जिन्होंने एनिमेशन किया जो आप लोगों को इतना पसंद आ रहा है. Yes.
Thank you guys. Thank you.
Yeah, that's my introduction. Basically, I did the animation and packaging for the show. And what a show, guys. Absolutely amazing. Killed it, Saurabh.
स्नेही शाह जो हमारे शो पे आर्ट डायरेक्टर हैं, जो इतना अच्छा सेट देख रहे हो आप. Yes, this is because of all उनके एक्सपीरियंस वजह से. Yes.
Yeah, so I'm Snehi. I designed the set and thank you guys. It was an overwhelming response and we really did not expect this. So we are not used to this. So this acknowledgement is great. So thank you.
Manish Kushlani, everybody. He is the DOP on the project.
Thank you.
So lighting, frames, angles. This is the guy who has done everything.
Yes, thank you for having me on. This is my first stand-up special. Haven't done a stand-up special before, so काफी special था. And thanks for you guys for bringing me on board because like I come from more like movie commercial background and like Sumit said, हाँ इसमें मेरे को अच्छा दिखना चाहिए. But thank you for having me on. It was a very fun show. First time we actually like sat together and like enjoyed the show. Show 2 बार tape किए but बहुत zone out हो रहे थे because like there were so many things going on. 3 दिन हम लोग ने grading की but वो भी mute पे किया तो I didn't really actually like what was going on. So, yeah, thank you so much.
Shiven, who is the producer on the show. So, yeah.
Just on a side note, my Roka's tomorrow. It's obviously close to my heart, but this show was closer to my pocket. So, being a typical Sindhi, I chose to be here. I don't think I need an introduction after that. But I think, thank you, Sumit. I think he's the real producer on the show. He's actually, vetted everybody who we've got on the show before finalizing, closing. I think the format that we've run on for this particular show with Sumit is a case study for me, because I think usually directors are very close to creators, but in this case there was director, producer and creator. And my sincere request to every creator in this room is be closer to your producer and your director, because that really impacts in the product and in a very good way. So thank you, Sumit. I think he led from the front and we all followed. And thank you so much for giving us this show, and what a wonderful show. Thank you so much.
Vignesh is the EP. Behind the scene जितने भी कलेश हो रहे थे मुझे नहीं पता है. This guy dealt with everything. So yeah, Vignesh.
Yeah, so it was amazing from day one. I mean, we saw how Sumit reacted to everything. Like he wanted to get involved into everything. Like he's like, नहीं ये करना है, अरे ये भी ठीक है, अरे ये सही है, अरे ये करना है क्या, ये best है क्या, ये best है क्या. So he had that like even in his stand-up entire thing, he mentioned that he had expectations. Still, he had one thing which was for sure, that at the end when he wanted to see the screening happening, which he might have not decided, but when he was sitting there in the corner enjoying everyone's laughter, and we could see him enjoy the entire screening as well, which made a real achievement for us, because coming from giving a stand-up like this, yeah, it's emotional kind of thing, but yeah. Great work by everybody, and it was an amazing experience with everyone. It was different, everyone coming from different genres, what he said, and not stealing anyone's thunder, but yeah. So yeah, I mean, Sumit is amazing. Like what we had an experience with, the way he was with us, and very patient. Yep. Yeah. And thank you so much for giving us this opportunity, and I hope everyone enjoyed it as well. Oh, yeah. Thank you so much.
दोस्तों मैंने इनको मेरी तारीफ करने के लिए नहीं बोला है, ठीक है. मैंने पहले ही बोला था सो ऐसा मत बोला, अच्छा खुद बैठा के अपनी तारीफ करवा रहा है ये.
We just started.
Oh man. Okay, next Anuj is the editor on the show.
Hi Anuj, I'm the editor on this show. जब से ये प्रोजेक्ट चालू हुआ है 120 दिन में सुमित का चेहरा देखा. स्पाइडरमैन का एक डायलॉग याद आता है, एवरीवेयर आई गो आई सी हिज फेस. Yeah, it was a fun project and I enjoyed it.
And on sounds, yes, Bajpai.
Hello, my name is Yash, and you all know me as the audio engineer at The Habitat, but now you all will also know me as the guy who did the sound for Soni. And I'm really thankful because I've done like a lot of stand-up comedy edits and stuff, but then like the first time that Sumit told me about the special, and I was just like, yeah, sound kahan se kara raha hai? And then he just looked at me and was like, tu kya kar raha hai? And I was like, मैं तो free हूँ, तू बता. Like, of course, चलो करते हैं. And then that, like, a huge artist, like, for trusting me to do this, I'm really grateful. So thank you so much.
मैंने यहाँ पे बहुत सारे कॉमिक्स हैं जिनसे बहुत ज़्यादा एडवाइस लिया है कि मैंने हर किसी को यहाँ पे कॉल किया होगा कि कैसे करना है शो. और एक चीज़ है जो मैं बहुत ज़्यादा कंसर्न था, सबने कहा था देख लाइव बहुत लोगों को समझ में नहीं आता है. सो लाइव के लिए यू नीड, एंड दिस इज़ द गाय विच आई ट्रस्टेड फॉर जस्ट नॉट लाइव. ही डिड वे बियॉन्ड, लाइक सपोर्टेड मी इन एवरी वे. स्पेशल को बनने में लाइक मिड पैंडेमिक, यू गाइज ऑल नो कि मेरे शो पे 6 लोग आते हैं. I am still not that big. So I cannot tour, I cannot put 150 seater or something. This guy made it possible. अगर हमने pandemic में 2 show record किए हैं तो this has happened because of him. Balraj guy.
That's really sweet of you, man. Thank you so much. So, guys, as you all know, my name is Balraj Gai. And so, we had this thing where Sumit would ask us, why is this special so special for you? So for me, Sumit, this special is very special for me because of the 4 Amazon Prime specials that I've actively been a part of, this is the first one which has not been at Above the Habitat. So the thing here is that this is probably the first time I've actually produced a show outside of the Habitat, and I've been a part of in whatever small way I could be. And it was an absolute pleasure just filling in on all the gaps possible. Like I remember us having that discussion back in November when you had said that December we want to shoot the special, you want to go ahead with it, and you had come here and done your solo at that point in time. And I remember you asking me that, okay, what do you think? Do you think it's ready, etc.? And I said that, see, listen, I'm going to keep my opinions aside. I don't know about any of that because you know what you're going to do best. I'm nowhere, a part of that process. But I did tell you one thing and you followed it really well. That was just choose the people who are going to be your friends. And you did that and it has come out beautifully. So thank you so much for that.
That was the great advice.
This is Sumit's best special yet. It's also his first special. It's a great, it was very funny, consistently funny, lots of good, outside of jokes, a lot of good philosophical takeaways.
मैंने कुणाल राव को कॉल किया था and he said a very good thing कि there is no perfect shoot. Everywhere you will see some fuck-ups. So you have to be okay with it. Just go with the vibe. मतलब मुझे एक कॉल नहीं आया मेरे शूट पे. Like मैं अपने शूट के दिन हूँ, उससे पहले तक हर एक चीज़ मैंने हर चीज़ मुझसे पूछ के की गई है. एक कील ठोकने के लिए भी यहाँ ये रेड वाला कील डाल रहे हैं. मैंने हाँ ठीक है. और उस दिन मुझे एक कॉल नहीं आया, which was so good. Like मैं एकदम रिलैक्स होकर अपने स्टेज पे गया हूँ. I will give you one story. मैं स्टेज पे हूँ और वहाँ पे LED लग रही है, ठीक है. और मैंने करण से पूछा, भाई लगी नहीं है क्या यार? अभी 5 मिनट में एंट्री चालू है. बोला हाँ हो गया, सब हो गया है. एक्चुअली व्हाट हैपेंड, मैं शो अनाउंस हो गया, एंट्री चालू होने वाली है और LED खराब हो गया. पूरी LED बदलनी पड़ी है लास्ट मोमेंट 10 मिनट के अंदर और मुझे इन लोगों ने बताया ही नहीं. It's like नहीं, सब सट है, सब सही है, सब सही चल रहा है. It's all good. You will be in 10 minutes on stage. They knew what to like. पूरा जो एक्सपीरियंस था मेरा ऑन द स्टेज व्हेन आई शॉट द स्पेशल एंड बलराज केम टू मी एंड ही इज लाइक एंड ही इज एक्सपेक्टिंग अ लॉट ऑफ ये लाइक ठीक है ना कि ये जोक नहीं चला, वो जोक पे लाफ नहीं आया, लोग सो गए थे. एंड आई वाज सो ग्रेटफुल. आई हग्ड हिम एंड आई वाज लाइक आई वाज इन अ वेरी वो जोन होता ना. ही इज लाइक तू ओशो है क्या है ये? Tell me one thing you didn't like. I'm like I'm so grateful कि इस टाइम पे मैंने अपना पहला स्पेशल शूट कर लिया यार. और इतने अच्छे लोग आए, इतने हाउ कैन आई क्रेव आउट द सिली थिंग कि ये नहीं हुआ वो नहीं हुआ. मैंने पूरा स्पेशल शूट कर लिया एंड द फीलिंग वाज सो गुड. मतलब उस शो से पहले, शूट करने से पहले तक इट वाज माई शो कि मैं हर जगह टूर कर रहा हूँ और लोग मुझे देख रहे हैं क्या लिखा, क्या राइटिंग की बातें हो रही है. द मोमेंट आई शॉट द शो आई रियलाइज दिस इज नॉट माई शो ओनली, दिस इज एवरीबडी शो. इन लोगों ने इतना मेहनत किया, इतना काम किया है. सो जनरली मैं हमेशा कहता हूँ यार उतना अच्छा शो नहीं है, ये बेकार है, ऐसा वैसा है. बट व्हेन आई शॉट इट आई एम लाइक आई एम टू प्राउड ऑफ दिस. व्हाटएवर आई हैव क्रिएटेड, एवरीबॉडी हैज डन ग्रेट जॉब. सो yeah, it's a dream team. I'm telling you, no fuck ups, nothing. ऐसा कभी नहीं होता है. ये बहुत ही rare है कि.
But they didn't reach you. You were solving them at the back end. But yeah.
Yeah, finally, Karan, are you?
Yeah, I'm good now. So first of all, I just want to thank everyone who turned out today because we've never had a screening of a special. We've done so many, but it was such a great feeling. Just community watching is such a great feeling, no? Everyone's laughing together. We should do more of these. Yeah.
I mean, it's Sumit's special and it's Sumit all the way. Her second एक laughter है. There's such great jokes. His comic timing is amazing, and I mean, I've known Sumit for a while, and I expected nothing less from him. And even though you have expectations, he has completely surpassed it. So 2022 का मेरा अभी तक का सबसे स्पेशल यही था वंश का नाश.
बहुत अच्छा स्पेशल था. मैं सुमित का
स्पेशल की टेपिंग पे नहीं आ पाया मैं। सुमित जब ये शो के साथ टूर कर रहा था उसके लिए भी नहीं आ पाया। फिर उसने मेरे को आज बोला कि यार ये मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ, स्क्रीनिंग कर रहा हूँ। तो मैं कल बॉम्बे में था एक दिन पहले मतलब, और आज नहीं था, पर मैं फिर आया। मैं कहा चलो ये तो मिस नहीं करूँगा, और वर्थ इट था। मैंने ये शो देखा भी नहीं था एक्चुअली। जनरली हम कॉमिक्स में क्या होता है, हमने एक दूसरे के शोज़ देखे होते हैं तो हमें पता होता है कि ये जोक ऐसे वैसे। तो मेरे लिए तो बिल्कुल ही न्यू एक्सपीरियंस था। आखिरी के कुछ मैंने बिट्स देखे थे और बहुत अच्छा शो था यार। और मैं उसके साथ बात भी करता रहता जब इसकी प्रोडक्शन चल रही थी, तो वो बताता था कि क्या एक्सपीरियंस हो रहा है, कैसे लोग हैं, कैसे करना पड़ रहा है। और शो बहुत अच्छा था और बहुत ही ठहराव के साथ कर रहा था, जो मैंने सुमित को बहुत रेयरली देखा है ऐसे परफॉर्म करते हुए। तो आई एम वेरी हैप्पी एंड बहुत मज़ा आया यार ऐसे सबके साथ बैठ के देखने में। तो यस, कंग्रेचुलेशंस सुमित।
I remember the first time that we met in December. Sumit got like the first meeting that we're having. He got a box of momos for me. ये लीजिए. Is that a bribe? What is it? But it worked out. The momos did the trick, I think. No, but I think I was thinking like we've had these conversations that this project is a very special one. Because it's not like everyone was just filling in designations. Everyone here on stage and even off stage, we didn't go for how do I say, just getting okay, we need a director, so we'll go for any director or DOP. We got a team of collaborators and creators, I think, and everyone. Sumit also, because it's his material, he allowed us with a lot of back and forth. It wasn't like we didn't have one brief in terms of when we started out, this is the palette, this is the style. So everyone added so much of their own skill set and flavor to it. And a lot of back and forth, which normally doesn't happen on, most projects, because there's a certain time frame and you have to get back, to the client and budgets and everything. But here, everyone, within the time frame, everyone was allowed to try, give options, and then we were, picking and choosing. So I think that was a great energy that we created. Yeah.
So I just want to add on to what you just said. So the first project on which I had worked with Shivin was when he did Gaurav Gupta's special at Above the Habitat. And that was the first project that happened where I did not have to even move a chair. He had everything sorted. I was so impressed because I said that this was the least stressful thing for me. I didn't even have to as such manage the gate, and that was also at a time that was between pandemics again at that point in time. Yeah. And exactly a year later, for example, now this was again another project that happened between pandemics. This was the first project that I worked with you on. Yeah. I've never practically worked on a particular project. We've spoken a lot in terms of post, in terms of edit, etc. But Sumit, I just want to share this again that he is hands down the most calm person I have met.
I will agree कि इनका face ऐसा है ना, he doesn't give strong. Whenever I met directors, there was obvious yes or no. कि ये बंदा तो बहुत डांटेगा यार बाद में, या फिर this is not the when I met him, मेरे को कोई opinion ही नहीं समझ में आया कि इसको पसंद आया नहीं आया. He liked it, he hated it. Every idea is like okay. Are you sure you want to do this? I'm like, come on, tell me something. You liked it, you hated it, which worked in in his favor. I'm like, okay, this guy looks cool. Yeah, and one thing I will tell you, मैं मोमोज लेके गया सिर्फ इनके साथ नहीं, जिनके साथ भी मुझे यहाँ पे जरूरत पड़ा. So I had to bribe them because I didn't had budget. मुझे सबसे पैर पड़ने पड़े भाई साहब.
भाई, I just saw Sumit Saurabh's special and it was one of the best specials I've seen. मतलब मैं एक्सपेक्ट ही नहीं कर रहा था कि इतना बढ़िया हुआ. It was so real. क्योंकि 2 साल पहले अभी जब मैंने उसको देखा था स्टैंड अप करते हुए, he's a senior comic right to me, so I used to always look up to him and ask him for advice and all that. But he was still figuring it out. And in these 2 years मैंने उससे कुछ बात ही नहीं हुआ ज़्यादा, ना हमने उठना बैठना किया. I had no idea what he has turned himself into. Like, he has become so good and so natural on stage. He is not afraid of the silences. आराम से pause लेके deliver कर रहा है. And this special is so good, no guys. I recommend it to everybody. You will take away something from it. Like, I am feeling very inspired at this moment that I watched this special. The way it was structured, एक theme थी, उसी theme के around सब कुछ revolve किया. Everything that a comedian like strives to get was in the special. Like, from joke writing to फाड़ थी, delivery फाड़ थी, character मस्त बाहर आ रहा था. It's just a very nice special. तो do check it out and बहुत सारा प्यार दीजिएगा दोस्तों. Sumit Saurav is one of those comics who really needs it, who really needs all your support and all of you guys to share it and view his things, because you know, like he says, like he talks in the special also and in general also in his life, that he still has not broken out to that fame that he deserves, because he's a very very hard-working comic and a very nice writer and very talented guy. So definitely support him and do watch this special. बहुत मजा आएगा आपको.
Just saw Sumit's special and I'm pretty blown away. It was very very fun to watch and you know it's one of those specials that I've already seen live. मतलब मैं पहले भी live देख चुका हूँ इसको, and still when I saw the whole special taped and properly देखा मैंने, तो I was like, this man has done such an improvement in the show. It was already a tight show and he still made it even tighter. It was just phenomenal to watch. All of the audiences are gonna love it. Great stuff, Sumit. All the best for the show.
मैंने इनको अपनी स्टोरी सुनाई, मैंने अपना स्पेशल नहीं सुना. I told him कि see, this is what happened in my life. I was a nice guy, I was naive and I was stupid. और मेरी जो लोगों ने मेरे फ़ायदा उठाया है मेरे नाइसनेस का, I just want to talk about that. And he's like, हाँ मेरे साथ भी बहुत हुआ है. We bonded there. They're like, okay. So everybody, I told the story to everybody, even Dev, Jyoti also, everyone. कि see, I am not a big shot right now. तो आपको भी पता होगा कि मुझे कनन, कैनीस, राहुल सुब्रमण्यम जितने बजट्स नहीं मिलेंगे. Like I don't get huge amount. Kenny's also here, so yeah. So I just gave them a idea कि see, we have to look this as a project कि ये समाज सेवा है, ठीक है. ये कुछ हम अपने किचन के लिए करते हैं, कुछ अपने सोल के लिए करते हैं, जो अभिष मैथ्यू ने कहा था. So I told them that कि see, ये आपको अपने सोल के लिए करना है, ठीक है. That's why I was very flexible कि जो करना करो यार, पैसे मत मांग लेना मुझसे.
यार तो मेरे लिए तो बहुत बढ़िया स्पेशल था ये सुमित का, क्योंकि मेजरली इट इज़ सो ऑनेस्ट. ही इज़ टॉकिंग फ्रॉम हिज रियल लाइफ एक्सपीरियंसेस. जो सारी बातें हो रही है वो रिलेटेबल भी है और साथ ही साथ आपको कहीं ना कहीं टच भी कर जाती है, क्योंकि यू बीन इन अ सिमिलर सिचुएशन और यू गॉन थ्रू समथिंग इन अ सिमिलर फेस. तो बहुत बढ़िया है, बहुत रियल है. एंड सबसे बढ़िया जो आपको लगता है वो ऑनेस्ट है. So I think it's simple, it's honest, and the whole team has come together to bring something very beautiful for you. So yeah, जब भी वक्त मिले बराबर 1 घंटा निकाल कर जरूर देखिएगा.
I think on this project, it's the first time that I worked with a creator, a comedian, where Sumit had the editor access to the Google budget sheet with vendor bills. It was that transparent.
I will be very honest.
I think some kids not refusing to come on stage, but I think some kids really managed to save a lot of money on this project. Some kids been uploading all vendor bills. So I think I've always been pro-creator, but Sumit taught me how to be a producer for a creator. Because the moment he called me up and said, you know, I think the same, he sent me a WhatsApp text message, and Balraj, thank you for forwarding the number, saying, मेरा special है, shoot करना है. And my first reaction was, करते हैं ना. So we never really discussed budgets, क्या है, कैसे. I think we met the next day and we were flat on.
I will tell this for Shivan, he is the best producer. अभी तक मैंने निकी के साथ काम किया, but
I'm like the best mom here, best.
I will tell you,
I don't think you have an option to work with anybody else.
I will tell you, ये इस बजट पे ये शो नहीं हो पाता अगर शिवेन ऑन प्रोजेक्ट नहीं होते. This is
I think some kids are add on to that.
Some kids and all. मुझे शिवेन ने मुझे डांटा है कि इतने पैसे क्यों खर्च कर रहे हो यार. मतलब मेरे पैसे के लिए मुझे ही डांट रहे हैं कि भाई क्या है, आपने बोला था इतना कम, सब कुछ करना है आपको ये भी करना, वो भी. मुझे संकित को जवाब देना पड़ेगा यार. ऐसा प्रोड्यूसर है जो मुझसे बार्गेन कर रहा है, दैट्स अ ग्रेट प्रोड्यूसर। और हर चीज़ में हमने एक इनिशियल बजट बनाया था, वो बजट हर चीज़ में इन्होंने इतना खुद से, मतलब मुझे बोलने की ज़रूरत नहीं पड़ी, बल्कि मैंने इनसे इनका ही बजट नेगोशिएट करवाया कि आपकी फीस बहुत ज़्यादा लग रही है, आप नेगोशिएट करो। ही नेगोशिएटेड फॉर मी फॉर शिवेन। तो उन्होंने पूरा जो प्रोजेक्ट है ये पॉसिबल ही नहीं था जो बजट हमारे पास था। एंड व्हेन ही गेव मी द शीट एंड ही इज लाइक नहीं हो जाएगा, हम कर लेंगे। आई डिडंट नो कि वो कितना ज़्यादा इन्वॉल्व होने वाले हैं विद द स्टूडियो, विद एवरीबडी। जितने लोग ऑन बोर्ड आए उन सब से इन्होंने पर्सनली नेगोशिएट किया विद दिस कि हाँ ये प्रोजेक्ट में उतने पैसे नहीं है, लेट्स
सॉरी देवज्योति। Manish, we'll cover up, no?
I want to talk about budgets a little bit. I was kind of annoyed, like I was zoning out throughout the show, but in the end, this guy says this is the biggest paycheck of my life, and I'm like, Shive.
Guys, just watch Sumit Saurabh special, Vansh ka Naash, and incredibly good special. Probably the best special I've seen in the longest time. But due credit to all the comics. खैर मेरा अब तक निकला नहीं है तो. But one of the nicest, tightest, funniest, well-produced specials that I have seen come out of Indian stand-up comedy scene. And I think the mark of a very good special is that when you watch it, a part of you starts thinking कि मैं क्या कर रही हूँ यार. You become existential as a comic, and this special has been amazingly good at doing that. I right now feel a little क्या कर रही हूँ यार, reels बना रही हूँ जी यार, yuck. But yeah, very proud of Sumit of what he has achieved with this special. The laugh frequency is undeniable. My head started hurting by the end of it, and yeah, I'm jealous, I guess. It's a very good special. If you guys haven't watched it yet, please do watch it.
मैंने जो एनिमेशन अभी आप लोगों ने देखा है टीजर के लिए, मैंने उसका बजट बहुत लोगों से मांगा था एंड इट वाज वेरी एक्सपेंसिव एंड आई हैड अ वर्ड विद हिम एंड आई सबके साथ जैसे मैंने अपनी स्टोरी शेयर की, इनके साथ भी करी, ही डिड आस्क अ बिट, ही इज लाइक हाँ आई एम ऑन इट, लेट्स डू इट। और नॉट विथ हिम, लाइक ही अग्री टू डू एट हमारा जो शो का जो म्यूजिक है वो एक पाकिस्तानी बैंड ने बनाया है जिनके साथ लाइक अगेन देयर इज अ वेरी मिनिमल अमाउंट वी हैव पेड एंड दे हैव डन अ ग्रेट जॉब एंड विद
कन्वर्जन रेट
सो पाकिस्तान का कन्वर्जन रेट थोड़ा डबल है इंडिया से, स्टिल इट्स डिसेंट, इट्स नॉट गुड। एंड जो हमारा फोटोग्राफी जो हमने किया था, आई स्टिल उनको भी कॉल करके हमने बात करी, अविनाश जयसिंह उनका नाम है, एंड ही अग्री टू डू इट फॉर फ्री। लाइक ही जस्ट सेड कि हे आई रियली लाइक योर कंटेंट, आई हैव बीन लाइक मैंने सारा यूट्यूब वीडियोस देखा, इंस्टा पे देखा, एंड आई एम रियली वरीड कि व्हाई यू आर नॉट मेकिंग इट बिग, एंड ही डिड अ फैंटास्टिक जॉब। आपने जो भी स्टिल्स देखे हैं टीजर के, ही हैज़ डन दैट। सो इस पूरे प्रोसेस में आई मेट सो मच गुड पीपल, लाइक आई एम जस्ट ओवरवेल्म्ड थ्रू आउट द प्रोसेस कि ये हो कैसे पाया यार, ये हुआ
ओनली बिकॉज ऑफ योर कंटेंट मैन। Like obviously, like when he called me on board and he told me about his story and everything, like I was like game on it. But it was only when I saw his special, like a rough cut of his special, I was like, dude, this guy is making, like, this is gonna blow. So I'm like, ठीक है करते हैं, and I didn't have much to lose except for like low budgets. I didn't have much to lose because I am here for the fun. I'm gonna make something fun, and Karan and Sumit both are on board all the time, and they, like he said, there was a lot of room for scope for discussion.
Yeah, there is a fun fact, guys. Snehi was not the first choice for our art director. Yeah. मेरे दिमाग में ऐसा था, मैंने सारे OML के स्पेशल देखे एंड आई वाज लाइक स्नेही ने ओके ग्रेट जॉब, बट आई डिडंट।
Very interesting story.
She came on board एकदम लास्ट मोमेंट, she did Reiki and everything, and मैंने कुछ रेंडर्स देखे इनिशियली, आई वाज लाइक नहीं कलर अच्छा नहीं लग रहा है। I said a lot of no's in this show, okay? These people are not saying, but मैंने बहुत परेशान किया लोगों को कि ये नहीं बहुत मैंने किया ये, और मुझे कुछ आइडिया नहीं था क्या चल रहा बैकएंड में, बिकॉज स्नेही वाज वर्किंग थ्रू आउट, और मैं कुछ भी इनपुट उतना नहीं दे पा रहा था. ऑन चैट्स वी वर देयर, रेकी इन्होंने खुद से जाके किया है. एंड देन ऑन द डे ऑफ द शूट, और उससे पहले जब मैंने देखा पूरा सेट, आई एम लाइक ये कैसे हुआ, दिस इज मैजिक. लाइक मैंने जो देखा था पेपर में, दैट वाज लुकिंग गुड, दिस इज लुकिंग ग्रेट, दिस इज लुकिंग सो गुड. आई वाज लाइक मेरे मतलब मेरा स्पेशल और मेरे मुंह से पानी आ रहा है कि मैं इतना कॉन्शियस हो गया स्टेज पे जाने से पहले कि अभी जो भैया जिन्होंने काटी वाटी मारा, इतना काम किया है, एंड देन दे विल लिसन टू माय जोक्स, इसके लिए इतना मेहनत करा है ये. इतना आई वाज थिंकिंग कि यार मुझे पुल ऑफ करना पड़ेगा इन्होंने जो किया है. सो स्नेही, थैंक यू, थैंक्स अ लॉट.
Thanks for bringing on board. I have a very interesting story of how we met. So the first time we met was on Recce, I think, at the studio, and I have done a few specials, more than few specials, and I mean that should add to my advantage when I'm meeting a creator or a comedian. But then comes Sumit, and he's like, "Oh, is this special? Have you done this?" So I was like, "Yeah, I have." You know, I thought. That's for the after party. So I was like, okay, maybe he liked something in it. So I was like, हाँ, like I did it. So he said, oh, ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं चाहिए. Okay. So one by one, we went on rejecting all the work we've done over the years, and but yeah, then we went back to the drawing book, and this is the result. So yeah, he quite shattered my confidence and then brought me back up. So.
On Anuj was on the, Anuj के बारे में थोड़ा बताना. He was the editor, and इसने शिवेन ने मुझे बोला कि देखो आप एडिट संभाल लेना एडिट पे. तो मैंने कहा कि एक बंदा दे दो जो इंटरेस्टेड हो, और मैं कर लूँगा क्योंकि एडिट का मुझे थोड़ा सा एक्सपीरियंस है. और फिर हमने इनसे जो मजदूरी करवाई है, इतने एडिट्स निकाले बेचारे ने. मतलब करण का एडिट अलग आ रहा है, मेरा एडिट अलग आ रहा है, फिर हम दोनों को मिला के एडिट कर रहा है. लाइक ही हैज़ डन, लाइक बहुत ज़्यादा मेहनत किया है इसमें पूरे शूट पे. एंड वॉज सो इंटरेस्टेड. तुरंत मैंने एक वीडियो भेजा, सीख के इम्प्लीमेंट भी कर दिया वो. सो ही वॉज वेरी गुड विद दैट. सो अनुज, हाउ वॉज लाइक, आर यू स्टिल सीइंग माय फेसेस?
I can still see your face. Yes.
Yeah, how was the experience working with us? खासकर करण.
Karan, like Balraj said, the calmest director I ever met. And yeah, मैं मतलब project जैसा चालू हुआ, post production चालू हुआ. Then there were the three artists that I have conversation मतलब बहुत ज़्यादा हुआ है. Manish, Karan and Sumit. And it was a great experience. Karan का अलग direction सीखा हूँ मैं, Sumit का. Sumit एक दिन आएंगे. नहीं ये अच्छा नहीं लग रहा. फिर करण एक दिन नहीं ये सुमित का हटा दो.
A huge round of applause for Anuj. Yes. So going back to that both of us have very different, because Sumit also knows post production. We both have very different approaches and patterns to edit, and normally on a special usually it's left to the director, but here Sumit. No, in a good way, but it was because you have a different pattern of editing and I have a very different pattern. It was a good way of unlearning is what I had to do, to find the right balance between what I wanted and what you wanted. So that's what even when with Dev Jyoti also. If you've obviously you've seen the show, you've seen that ring on top, right? That was purely part of aesthetic. There was no, a motivated thought behind it. But once we were working on it, the idea that we started with for the animation was we want to see Sumit's journey from as a child to the current self, through 4 different phases. And how he mentions in the special that materialism is what he was chasing for the longest time, but once he stumbled upon this art form, he has chosen this and this is what he likes. So that's when it struck us that we have this element, halo. So that's when we thought that we can have a crown that he's chasing to show materialism, but once he gets it, he just in a snap it becomes a halo. So a lot of back and forth has happened in terms of not just the edit, even with Snehi also, even with Yash, the first time that he's done a special, but we did so much back and forth in terms of till the last minute where he was like, both Yash and Anuj, they must have pata nahi, pulled their hair actually.
Anuj is my best friend.
See, there are specials and then there are specials.
Yeah. Kenny, I've seen a lot of specials in my life.
Have you ever?
I have.
At least 2?
Minimum 4. And all specials have spoken to me in one way or the other.
Oh, touching.
But this one had a conversation with me.
That's what you want, right, from a special? It has to be 2-way.
It has to be 3-way.
But how do you pay attention to? Oh, sorry.
And I must say that Sumit, Saurabh, you are a star.
A superstar.
You're a Casanova.
Mega star.
Yeah. This special will touch everyone.
In all the right
places with consent. And guys, you've seen history.
Being repeated.
You've seen geography.
Being repeated.
But you've never seen a special.
Being repeated.
So please watch this special.
It has laughter, joy, sadness, introspection, variety, sound quality, visuals.
But most importantly, it has a very tight comedy set and something which none of our specials have.
Yeah.
And that's the reason. I'm part jealous and I'm part inspired.
I'm part water and carbon.
Yeah.
So if you see, that's all we want, right? Everyone united in laughter. That's what the world needs more.
Yeah. And and little more trees to be. But hey,
that's the reaction you'll get.
All seriousness apart, Sumit, you've made a great special, and I'm sure everyone's going to like it. I loved it, loved it. All the best, buddy. Cheers to you and your whole team. What a
Yeah,
wonderful team.
and great job. This is your first special and you hit it out of the park.
Absolutely.
So, it's incredible what you've achieved.
I'm kissing a camera. Is that okay?
And then you have to kiss then. It looks like I'm not into the special.
So should we kiss?
I mean, if we kiss, then that has nothing to do with Sumit.
The special makes you question stuff.
Now I want to kiss.
Thanks, Sumit. Lovely special. Awesome.
Very
special.
usable.
There's nothing that he can use. Okay, one line I'll tell very honestly. Okay. Alright.
Honestly.
Yeah. Alright. Okay.
You don't have to do that. You don't have to put your fingers in the hand to make sure the footage is not usable.
Yeah,
You're being a little humble. You don't do that. Okay. So.
Okay, very tight set. One of the funniest specials I have seen. In fact, let me go an extra mile and say the funniest special I have seen. I've not seen mine yet. But apart from that, it's so funny. Sumit, it's so tight, and it's only going to get bigger from here. I mean, the kind of work you do. Why is there double meaning?
I don't know, but I mean, there's no double meaning it's a very nice, wholesome special. Whole family can see it. Maybe some parts not, but otherwise it's very funny, very tight. Yeah. And again, I keep saying it's a great first special. Like, usually you take 3-4 specials to get here. So excellent job, Sumit.
I'm on my second. So it's going to take. Also, it's not necessary you have to see it with your whole family. I mean, if someone's busy, you can still see it.
No, but I mean, that's insensitive.
But what if you're like, dad's not free, then you don't watch the special?
My dad also didn't see it.
Yeah,
Mine.
Yeah.
So,
this is like the panel talk जो खत्म ही नहीं हो रहा था.
But no, please use something from this. This is a great.
Yeah,
I don't want this to be lost. It's an amazing special.
It's really fun.
It's so good. It's so good that
it's tight. It's clear. It's Sumit's on.
And to the whole team, I think it's great teamwork. Everyone did well. You know what?
It's one guy. He cut this video. I don't like it.
Yeah. It's really tall for no reason. Anyways, that's a. Watch it. Vansh ka Naash. Vansh ka Naash.
Oh shit! Yeah, that is the name of the special.
You know what's in the name?
Vansh ka Naash.
Yeah. Not once. You'll watch it twice.
Oh. On that note,
hey, make it good.
I want to share I want to share one story with Karan and Manish specifically. मुझे शुरू से ही मुझे अपना स्पेशल रेड पे शूट करना था एंड रेड एंड अदर कैमरा इज FX9, ठीक है. एंड एवरीबडी हेटेड द आइडिया कि यार जब हम FX9 में अचीव कर सकते हैं तो इसको रेड क्यों चाहिए.
No, it wasn't about that. It was because we don't want to compromise on any other department, like especially art. We had a certain aesthetic in place. So that's what, you know, at a point...
Some kid left the room.
We don't want to compromise on the art, the production value of it. So we were, you know, like, that's why we were...
Yeah, that was the whole... मतलब हर चीज़ पे हमने बातचीत करी कि हाँ ये कर सकते हैं, नहीं कर सकते हैं, ट्रायल एंड एरर किया. एंड देयर वाज नो... मैं पहली बार अपना स्पेशल शूट कर रहा हूँ और मैंने सबसे सुन रखा था कि क्या हो सकता है, क्या खराब हो सकता है, क्या अच्छा हो सकता है. सो आई डिडंट हैड एनी clear idea, but I just wanted it look good, it looked great, and I wanted to invest money in the right things like packaging and other parts of it. People, like I want to...
Thanks.
Yeah, so that's the show, guys. If anybody wants to
one last thing to say. Guys, this entire special happened because of all the things that were going against Sumit. That's what I feel. There was a pandemic. The venue said that you can't take our name. The ticketing partner was not allowing us to mention or to take his special live online to sell tickets because there's no name of the venue. There's basically everything that could possibly go wrong was standing against him. And he still made it happen. So let's have a round of applause for that.
All right, guys. Yes. All right, guys. Thank you so much for coming. Good night.